All right, let's just get the ball rolling. What's going on, everyone? Vega here for Serpent X Tech. Welcome back to another episode of Caffeine and Crypto. I'm sorry I've been tardy or absent for the past, spotty few weeks here, and then not here, and then not here, having an interview, then not having an interview. So appreciate your patience in dealing with, my absence, so to speak. But this is Caffeine and Crypto, where I welcome you to join me with your favorite beverage, caffeinated beverage choice, coffee, energy drink, whatever it might be. If you don't like caffeine, grab some water as we go over crypto news for this past week, primarily the past couple days. It's going to be a little bit of Bitcoin news, a little bit of political news, or at least the crypto standing in the political side of things. Some mining news, all wrapped into today's episode before we lead into Red Panda Mining, who will be coming on after us at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right now it's 11 a.m. where I'm at. And thank you for joining wherever you might be. As you can see, Bitcoin sitting under 60K. We're about $300 below 60K, but it is up 2.77%. Ethereum up 1.45%. Definitely down from that 3,500 range that it was at. Ethereum was definitely hit the hardest when the crypto market pulled back. But it wasn't just the crypto market. It was the traditional market as well. While I was off, and right before I went off, or that week when I wasn't available, we seem to be getting held back. I don't know. Is it manipulation? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below or in the live chat. Take a sip of my coffee, and we're just going to get right into the news. A huge thank you to all of you who are here right now. Pellish. Good job on everything you've been doing offline and what I'm seeing for Caps of Crypto. Chris Hanley, Michael Cartwright, Crypto Pounder 4, Retro, Sherm. What's up, Sherm? Man, Sherm. Sherm's one of my favorites. Automatic Beats, so is Retro Mike. All right. So, the daily. Looking at Bitcoin on the daily. As you can see here, I don't know if we're going to stay in this range. It looks like we fell out here on August 5th and 6th. 7th and 8th, we were outside this range that I have posted between the purple and the yellow. We are now in it. And if you bought Bitcoin when I posted a tweet about I'm suspecting that we should have basically either one more red or a bounce, you would be up position-wise from when I posted that tweet to the day, 3 days later, August 8th, you would have been up 17% if you had bought when I tweeted out that message. If you had bought when I tweeted out that message, but then you're still hanging on to it, you would still be up 12, almost 13% at right now, okay? Not saying take my advice and run with it. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not certified in anything financial. But I just learned to read the charts over the years, learning from other colleagues in the space, other traders and stuff like that. I am a crypto miner. I'm more of a tech guy, Harvard guy, but I do trade as well. But right now you can see, oh, whose voice am I hearing? Oh, he redirected to me, so I was hearing myself. All right. Good thing the desktop audio was turned off. I'll turn that on later. But basically, yeah. I don't know. I can't guarantee anything. I'm hoping that we continue to push upwards toward this top purple line to 63.85. But we could come back down to 57, then go up, and then come back down and then go up. Because I feel like that 60K, that 62K area is where mofos be holding us, man, and we need to break out of it. We need enough force, I guess you could say, right? Whether it's retail, institution, or otherwise, to really break through that 60K, that 62K, that 64K area. And I don't know when that's going to happen. As I've been saying for the longest time, I really do believe it's going to come down to after the U.S. elections, we might still, continue marching up or move to marching up towards either the previous high of 74 or making a new all-time high. But it ain't going to be, it might not be this year, guys. And ladies and gentlemen, it might not be this year, unfortunately. I was hoping for the end of this year for a new all-time high again. But because I feel like the pattern has shifted forward, oh, ads trying to show up for YouTube. I'm gonna skip that for you guys. Thank you for your patience. But I feel like since we made a new all-time high before the halving, the whole time scale that I normally would be looking at during each halving cycle and after each halving cycle has shifted forward. Anyways, moving on to news. Bitcoin 59K price may swing drastically amid election year perils. If Bitcoin follows the same pattern as previous election years, August will be nothing crazy. But a breakout may occur within a month or two, according to crypto analysts, talking about obviously September and October. Usually during the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, we have kind of a lull, right? We have kind of a down period leading into Christmas, and then after Christmas, when everybody's sitting around the tables, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, we have a few little spikes here and there, then move on up. But again, the pattern might be completely different now. It's really hard to pin down because Bitcoin's been doing the opposite of what I'm expecting it to. If not, I feel like there's a little bit of manipulation. I really do probably, and yes, put your tinfoil hat on, but I feel like we're being suppressed because certain individuals, whether they're the 1%ers that have a lot of money or the institutions that have a lot of money or capital to back them, where we don't, the retail investors, you and I, the blue collar workers, don't have the capability to push Bitcoin out of this area. I feel like they're holding it down. They want to see what the election is going to do. And then once the election proves positive, right, pro crypto, we don't have to worry about, SEC, CFTC, FB, whatever agency you want to put on there that might crack down on us. Once they get a confirmation that everything's going to be cool, then we can go ahead. They're going to let us go upwards. And right now, they're just trying to grab as much crypto as possible. We have seen proof that the retail is selling, right? Or I wouldn't say retail, right? Because we are technically retail. But a majority of retail is selling into the hands of institutions and centralized organizations, right? They're buying, gobbling up bits here, bits there, and they just keep going and keep going. So the more you sell, you're just going to sell into their hands, weakening your own position. That's why, I always say, dollar cost average. If you can afford to get more, get more. I personally haven't been able to, but I'll give you a channel update later on with the whole lightning situation and what's going on, all that stuff. But stay tuned to the end of the stream for that, or video. But Bitcoin has seen the same sort of structure, crypto analyst Matthew says, pointed out on August 16th. He explained that Bitcoin's recent extended consolidation followed by a downturn, which saw Bitcoin fall below 50K at the beginning of August, is similar to patterns seen in 2012, 2016, and 2020 ahead of the U.S. presidential elections. I'll go back to August 2012, a massive crash right here. He's pointing it out. Then we slowly move into the election before moving up drastically after the election. This is sort of the path of what is it I'm expecting. A little choppy, nothing too crazy, but then probably October, November, will move out of this range, says Matthew Hyland, predicting that Bitcoin price will remain in its current range for a little bit longer. And as I'm basically aligning with that, right? I'm basically aligning between 62K and 58K, maybe sometimes into the 50, because look at how low it got, right? It dipped right below 50K on August 5th. Great buying opportunity. But again, not many of us, due to inflation and just normal life and families to take care of, have tens of thousands of dollars to just dump into Bitcoin when it hit that range. So, I bought $20 worth, but I probably could have used that $20 for gas because we got to get ready for school and stuff like that for my youngest to go to his senior year. And yes, I am old. My youngest is in a senior in high school, and my oldest is in his second year of college. So yeah, I'm an old man. Can't tell with the grays in my beard when it don't shave it. Come on now. Anyways, meanwhile, some traders believe there may be further downside below its current range. Personally, I think the Bitcoin price will be lower than its current price before the end of September. So he's saying a lower price than current by the end of September. Let's zoom out here and let's measure that out. And let's say we drop down what's in the realm of possibility is always those 30%, right? So let's say 25%. 25% would put us at 44K. Now, I said a while back, I do believe we will never touch a 32K Bitcoin. I do believe those times are way past us. But 48, 45, 42 technically is in the realm of possible. We got a lot of geopolitical tensions. We got a lot of unsureness. I don't know. Is that a word? Concern about the economic conditions, right? Japan's having some hard times. The world is just, we're still feeling the effects. I know a lot of people like to contribute X, Y, and Z to things, but we're still feeling the effects of COVID. And I know I'm not supposed to say that term because I didn't get blacklisted or whatever on YouTube, but they already blackballed me. Hence the reason why my videos don't get views, so they can suck it. Anyways, the point being is we're still feeling the effects of the pandemic, right? So it's going to take a minute for the financial, even though the financial market, traditional markets, the crypto markets were booming during the pandemic because we were all getting stimulus checks from our various countries. Once that stimulus ran out and inflation and interest and everything spiked up, we're still feeling the effects of that. And it takes time for us to get over that, regardless of the president in office. It does take time for us to get over that. And I think we're getting near the tail end. But really, it comes down to the next president of the United States. How are they going to act? Are they going to be pro-crypto? Are they going to just unleash Gary Gensler to wreak havoc on us? There's a lot of uncertainty there. Once we get some clarity on the crypto side of things, I think we could see a nice march up. Now, Michael Van Pope says here, holding a crucial level of support, losing 56K, and we will likely see new lows of a retest of 48K, which again, 48, 46, 42. Those are the numbers that I'm looking at if we did fall further. Again, none of these people can guarantee you it's going to fall. So if you're sitting on the sidelines still, as you have been for many years, waiting for Bitcoin to drop to a certain price to get in or get involved, you're going to be sitting on the sidelines for a hot minute. We got 28 people watching. I don't know how many likes we got. We got 9 likes. Smash that like button, please. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Moving on. What's up, Tech Man? Hope you're doing good. Geek of all trades. What's up, bro? Zapirate. I hope you guys are all doing well. Little time mining. Thank you, Crypto Craig. Thank you guys for stopping by. Smash that like button. I will check out my Discord in a minute there, Pellish. Yeah. Is that GN mod mat hanging on your wall? Is that a GN mod mat? No, Michael. It is a GN GPU poster, right? So we got the pinouts, the MOSFETs, the inductors, everything just labeled. This is the GN poster. We have the mouse mat right here in front of me, and we got the original, the OG, the first generation, first batch mod mat, right, out there on the table. And I'm not letting go of it. I know they changed to gray and did some updates. And of course, we're rocking the Matic shirt from Bitcoin Conference. So just repping the boys. Key Bitcoin bull signal flashes for the first time in nearly 2 years. And yeah, Pellish, I know you're older than me. My composite global liquidity momentum model, MSI, okay, has provided the first bullish regime signal since November 2023. Recall the Bitcoin rally 75% from November to April before the regime flipped bearish. So I believe that they're saying that a key Bitcoin bull signal flashes for the first time in nearly 2 years, hinting at a 2x price surge. I believe it when I see it, guys. I know people and news articles and colleagues in the space are throwing out, bullish signal this and bullish signal that and golden cross and this, that, and I believe it when I see it. I know the chart will always tell you what's going on, but I just feel like I'm getting juked out left and right with this current situation, economic, financial condition that we're in. Like, I think something's going to happen because the chart's telling me it's going to happen, and then the exact opposite happens, or it doesn't fulfill my thesis or my theory. Anyways, it's always good to see, but can Bitcoin price double to 120K? If Bitcoin price doubled to 120K, and let's say over time, right, let's give it a few days from the current price or area where we're at. We're going to have to zoom out here, but let's go ahead and say that it is in the realm of possible. So we're going to go from the current price where we're at now, give it plenty of time. Where are we at? We're only at 53 days. I would think it would take a lot longer than that. But to hit 120K, right, that would be 100%. That would be 100%, almost, yeah, over 100% price increase. I believe that would be well over a period of time. I don't see that happening over 53 days, over 60 days. Again, pending U.S. election, what's going on, what happened, and stuff like that. But still, a bullish signal is flashing, speculating on what the price could hit, and they're stating that it's largely dependent on the performance of the U.S. dollar and the overall global liquidity. For BTC to meet this target, the DXY would need to be below 101, prompted by ongoing central bank injections. This would push global N2 well over 120 trillion this cycle. So I believe it when I see it. I'm not all like rainbows and unicorns right now, but then again, got a lot of crap on my plate, as I'm sure many of you are. So I'm not going to bore you with the small violin. Anyways, we're still having positive inflows of ETFs. Things are still progressing quite far, but the NYSE NASDAQ withdrew 3 more requests for crypto ETF option rule changes. I believe they're trying to update the game, update the rules, and they withdraw those 3 changes. Bitcoin and Ethereum exchange traded funds, according to regulatory filings submitted after market close on August 14th and 15th, withdrew on those 3 requests. Not exactly sure what those 3 requests were, but the withdrawals are the latest in a flurry of activity surrounding the spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. On the 13th, NYSE Orca withdrew another request rule intended to chart a path towards listing crypto ETF options. The NASDAQ ISE withdrew requests to permit the listing and trading of options representing shares of Bitcoin and Ether Trust, respectively. Also, the NYSE American similarly withdrew requests to permit the listing and trading of options on the Bitwise Bitcoin ETF, the Grayscaled Bitcoin Trust, and the trust that holds and any trust that holds Bitcoin. The filing follows statements in July from the U.S. Secretary or SEC requesting more time to consider the proposals. Obviously, everybody's hoping for Gary Gensler to get fired, so we'll see how that turns out. Comments from NASDAQ in May showed that the exchange was seeking to demonstrate that the shares of each of the specified Bitcoin ETPs on which an exchange persists to list options were widely held and actively traded as required by exchange rules. In February, Grayscale, the largest crypto fund issuer with approximately 25 billion in assets under management, urged the SEC to update the outdated historical paperwork or patchwork approach and approve the exchange's applications to list options on the spot Bitcoin exchange traded products, including the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Analysts see these withdrawals as an indicator of positive momentum towards exchanges reaching an agreement with the SEC. So while those withdrawals might seem like, okay, are they pulling back because of whatever, it can be indicated as, all right, this is a good thing, right? As these exchanges are working with the SEC to reach some sort of even playing field, I guess you could say. There's definitely some movement on the Bitcoin ETFs, says Bloomberg intelligence analyst James. The SEC likely gave some sort of feedback. Investors in the U.S. are currently permitted to trade options on ETFs that track the performance of Bitcoin using derivatives, but not on ETFs that physically hold Bitcoin itself. If investing in options for shares of products holding derivatives of any asset is acceptable for investors, investing in options for shares of products holding the asset itself should be as well, says a letter from Grayscale. So we'll see how those things pan out. Additionally, Goldman Sachs jumps into the Bitcoin ETF, and one hedge fund gets bullish on miners. Let's see who they are. All right, so blah, blah, blah. Goldman Sachs went big in the quarter, while the rival Morgan Stanley trimmed its crypto holdings. JP Morgan has yet to make a big splash. There are no shortages of opportunities for firms that want to take their time getting into the market, following the array of public ETF listings in January tied to Bitcoin. The SEC went a step further last month, clearing the way for spot Ether ETFs, allowing investors to get access to the second largest cryptocurrency. And I know people are pushing for a Solana ETF, which hopefully would push that price up that you're looking for, Pellish. So we'll just have to hang tight. Hopefully that helps our projects. Coochie Coin demo cats and cats of crypto, but we'll have to wait and see. In the period from March through June, Goldman Sachs made its debut in the crypto ETF market, purchasing about 418 million worth of Bitcoin funds. Its biggest position is 238 million ownership in shares of BlackRock iShares. The bank also owns shares in spot funds from Grayscale, Invesco, Fidelity, and others. Morgan Stanley was the first among the big players on Wall Street to give the green light to its 15,000 financial advisors to start pitching to clients who have a net worth of 1.5 million, and just pitching them on the ETFs, stuff like that. Of Morgan Stanley's 1.5 trillion in assets under management, the bank discloses filing that it trimmed its position in spot Bitcoin ETFs to around 189 million from roughly 270 million. So they cut back. Most of these cuts were due to sales of almost all of its shares in the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which we saw towards the beginning of the Bitcoin ETFs that a lot of people were swapping, right? Getting out of ship. I know it takes time after they get out of the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. They got to wait for a certain amount of time before they can get back in. But yeah, a lot of people were pulling out of Grayscale, moving to one of the other offerings. JP Morgan reported minimum crypto exposure of around 42,000 worth of shares in Grayscale Bitcoin Fund and another 18,000 worth of Pro shares. HSBC, a big bank, has nearly 3.6 million worth of spot Bitcoin holdings, all from the fund issued by ARK 21 shares, right? UBS has around 300,000 worth of spot Bitcoin ETF, and Bank of America has a collective holding of around 5.3 million, mostly from BlackRock and Fidelity. For most of these banks, the vast majority, if not all, of the ETF flows can be attributed to wealth management clients asking for exposure rather than a decision by the firm to hold the assets on its balance sheets. So there's been some adjustments. What do you call what on the 401k or your financial management that you get through a company, like the job you work for? What is it called? What is the term they use when like every 6 months something happens? It like adjust your portfolio. There's a term they use. I forgot what it's called though. That's what I'm thinking is happening, right? These wealth funds are like, hey, yeah, let's go ahead and move some things over. Blah blah blah. Do this and do that. Anyways, Bitcoin mining lures investors. Daniel Sudham, sorry, sir, built up a Bitcoin mining position in the latest quarter, taking advantage of the shift as miners retrofit their facilities to service artificial intelligence clients. Like crypto mining, artificial intelligence workloads require immense amounts of power. D1, which managed around 19 billion at the beginning of the year, bought nearly 5.4 million worth of Bitdeer Technologies, 17.3 million of Iris Energy, and nearly 17.4 million in shares of Hut 8 Group. So they're going big in mining companies, investing in these mining companies. Which, by the way, somebody remind me of this. What is Bitdeer Technologies? Technology companies engaged in providing cryptocurrency mining solutions, yada, yada, yada. Its stock price is $6.46. Headquarters in Singapore. Founded in 2021. Okay. All right. Anyways, Hut 8 said blah, 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 reporting whatever. So basically, Hut 8 said that it purchased Nvidia's AI processors and secured a customer agreement with the venture-backed AI cloud platform. As part of expansion, Iris Energy expects to generate up to 17 million in annual revenue from AI cloud services. The combined market capitalization of 14 major U.S.-listed Bitcoin miners hit a record high of 22.8 billion on June 15th, right? So people, and I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm sorry that the ad played. I put it on conservative, but YouTube just plays ads more frequently than I personally would like, even though it's on conservative. But in summary, I will tell you from behind the scenes, a lot of VCs that were going a little bit ham during past markets have stopped going ham and just investing in everything, right? They kind of close ship. All right, let's make smart choices. Let's make smart decisions and invest in companies that we believe are going to be here through bull and bear markets. Let's not just go all in on bull markets and then make our profits, but then the project gets wrecked. But now they're seeing opportunities to get into these mining companies, these publicly traded mining companies. We're not talking about you or I, right? Like I don't have an investor coming and buy my operation or buying your operation, but Hut 8 and the big mining operations that are publicly traded. They're investing in these organizations because they believe that mining, especially Bitcoin mining, is going to need to be here for years to come. So we'll see how things pan out, you know. But just take that bit of information and make your own deductions, okay? That's all I care about. The whole point of this channel is to provide whatever information to you so you can make your own educated buying decision or deductions or whatever it might be, as well as for you to provide constructive criticism and education for me, because I might not always be right, and I appreciate your support. Anyways, moving on. Record drop in Ethereum gas fees mark historical bullish signal for ETH, analyst says. Now let's go, what is it called? Transaction Street. Let's go look up TX Street. And can we do both? All right, so I wonder what the... All right, so median transfer fee is about 25 cents. Let's go to Etherscan. And gas is 2.7 GUI, 15 cents. So anywhere between, 2.5 to 3.7 GUI. That's not bad. That's not too bad, eh? All right, anyways. Talked about that. All right, so here is, I guess, a video, but they're showing the chart here of price in GUI, and you can see how it's dropped down over time. Ethereum gas fees plummet to a 5-year low earlier this week, with some attributing the drop to users and applications migrating to trendier blockchains. I would agree with that. People are moving to Solana to get wrecked on projects. I mean, people are moving to Sue. People are moving to, not Polygon. I'm sorry, Polygon. I know you did some upgrades, but bro, like, you're killing me here. It ain't Cardano, as much as I would like it to. So let's say Solana, Sue, and what are the other ones that are pretty popping off right now? Bear with me. Toncoin. Toncoin's been popping. I don't know why. Tron, believe it or not, has been popping. Avalanche. Wish Chainlink will pop off. But yeah, like I would. Wow, Caspa's up to 21. Good job, guys. Good job. Analyst Ryan Lee suggests that historical data shows the correlation between the low gas fees, the subsequent increase in ETH price. A steep drop in fees paid in transaction Ethereum could spell a bullish signal for the network's underlying Ether tokens, one analyst said, citing historical data. Every time ETH gas fees drop to rock bottom, has often signaled a price bottom in the midterm. So what they're saying, translation, is that this is a bullish signal. Not only has the Ethereum price bottomed out on August 5th at barely above $2,000, $2,100, but the gas and the lowest that it's ever been in years is also flashing that signal that, guess what? This is the bottom, baby. So did you load up on ETH? I know a lot of people in my mining community, my colleagues, my friends, my familia, have got out of Ethereum ever since Ethereum left us for that other cooler guy or girl, whoever, depends on which sex you're looking at it from. But are you dabbling? Are you buying a little bit? Did you buy a little bit? On August 5th, did you grab, some Ethereum when it was around 2,100? Did you? Huh? No? Okay. I was just checking. Anyways, every time ETH gas fee dropped to rock bottom, blah blah blah, it seemed blah blah blah. We already know that. ETH prices tend to strongly rebound after this cycle, and when this moment coincides with the interest rate cycle cut cycle, the market's wealth affects its full possibilities. Now, I will tell you that my sister's probably going to slap me because she did grab some Ethereum. I was trying to tell her that the Ethereum ETFs were approved and you should keep your eye on it. And when you get some buying opportunities, just dollar cost average is what I told her. But she immediately just bought some on the day I told her. And I think she bought at like 3,000. So she's down, but if she plays the long game, I think she should be okay. The drop, blah, 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 5-year low can be attributed to the migration of meme season and dApp interactions to other faster and cheaper blockchains like Solana and Layer 2, as well as long-awaited Duncan upgrade that has improved the network efficiency and therefore reduced gas fees. So I think it's a combination of two things. The upgrade that was done Overtime effect. The Ethereum devs continue to work and improve Ethereum as a whole. God, dude, it just inserted another ad. Why do you keep inserting ads? Chill out. Solana and other layer 2 solutions are looking a little bit more attractive, right? Like, yeah, Ethereum is the biggest DApp DeFi platform, but yeah, other people are going to go to the more attractive where all the money is, right? So, and I know Ethereum has a lot of money. What I mean by that is where all the money that they can take is, right? A lot of people are jumping into Solana, jumping into meme coins, thinking they're going to change their life overnight. And instead of playing the long game, they're trying to get rich quick and then they get wrecked. But it doesn't matter because that project that launched under a fake copycat name just made a bunch of money and now you're wrecked. Like, it's just the name of the game, unfortunately. It's stupid. Moving on to some political information, Trump owns 1 million in crypto. He also made around 300,000 in Bible sales and 7 million from NFTs. Says a report or like a disclosure. Yeah, a new financial disclosure form shows. Trump's, whose net worth Forbes estimates 4.5 billion, disclosed he earned 7.2 million in NFT license deal, while he has also socked away at least 1 million and up to 5 million in a virtual Ethereum key. Okay. His financial disclosures also shows earnings from several book sales, including the Bible sales, which were $59.99 each. And I guess he also made 4.5 million for letters to Trump as well. So he's making money, and he made a lot of money off of NFTs and just in general, right? Maybe donations. Not sure. I mean, the donations went to the campaign, so it can't be from that. But yeah, Donald Trump has crypto. Not sure who's managing it on his team, but he has crypto, and he made a pretty penny off of it. 7.2 million off of NFTs. I'm sure he's got some other maybe assets or exposure, maybe in Ethereum or Bitcoin. I would hope he has Bitcoin, right? Because he went to the Bitcoin conference and talked very highly of Bitcoin, so I would hope he has Bitcoin. So, yeah. Moving on, crypto rallies for Harris. Yes, we're going to cover all sides, so don't get your panties in a twist. Pro-crypto Democrats rallied behind Vice President Harris Wednesday night, encouraging her campaign to reset relations with the industry that has spurred repeatedly with the Biden administration, or sparred repeatedly. Obviously, Mark Cuban has a little bit of a hand to do with this, but more than a dozen Democrat lawmakers and candidates spoke on Crypto for Harris town hall call, including Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, which actually I do not like Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer has always been the party pooper that comes in and wrecks everything for everybody. But I understand why he's doing it. He's trying to protect the American people. And yes, some of the things that we were doing were not good. Okay? I'm not going to lie about that. So Chuck Schumer is definitely a party pooper. But it's interesting to see that he's trying. Senator Kristen Gillibrand and Debbie Stabenow, they were joined by industry leaders, including billionaire investor Mark Cuban, Sheila Warren, CEO of Crypto Council for Innovation. There's a great enthusiasm for Harris Waltz ticket for every corner of our country. Schumer said Wednesday, you can feel it, you can see. I don't care about that, how you could smell it and all that stuff. All I care about is how are you going to deal with crypto? Why are we here today? All right, because we all support Vice President Kamala Harris to be our next president, and we all believe in the future of crypto. Okay, all right, Chuck, who wrote that for you? Did you write that? Somebody else wrote that for you, right? Your aide? Okay. I hope you're being very, very serious. Schumer also announced his goal to pass crypto legislation by the end of the year. See, that's what I'm talking about. After the next presidential election, I'm hoping for more clarity, a more pro-crypto stance, a more, hey, let's work with the blockchain industry to make it better and make USA the best that it could be, utilizing blockchain, utilizing crypto, inviting and inspiring innovation in our country. The Biden administration has at times pushed back on the exploding crypto industry, especially the SEC chair Gary Gensler. But the White House has made moves to mend fences with the industry, with several senior officials joining a call last week with about a dozen crypto leaders. They go on to say here that today's conversation marks the beginning of a reset for the Harris campaign, and more broadly, a reset on U.S. leadership when it comes to digital asset and crypto, said Dante Desparkt, Chief Strategy Officer, the head of global policy at the crypto firm Circle, which is USDC. So that's interesting. Okay. So if they could do a reset and be like, yo, let's just wipe the slate clean. We messed up, dude. These ads, bro, go somewhere. I'm skipping this one because I caught it. Let's wipe the slate clean. Let's start over. My bad, cuz like we need to get this right, right? Because I do see blockchain and crypto being an integral part of helping keep America or make America great again. Like blockchain and crypto can help that. So let's reset. Let's sit down. Let's hash it out, right? Let's. This is what you need to do if you want to be a broker dealer, right? Or a lending house or a whatever, right? Like hash it out. So good news, right? Regardless if you like Harris or not, regardless if you like Trump or not, we need two pro-crypto candidates. This is the future. We're moving into the future now. The old mindsets, the old ways need to retire. The old ways of thinking needs to retire. I can't say that enough. Okay? So let's get some new blood into these positions that have an open mind, but a sound mind. Let's not put the crazies in there. There's some crazies in there. I don't need no more crazies, okay? We got enough crazy. Right? Let's get some sound-minded young blood in there. They don't have to be like 28, right? You know, like our youngest senator is whatever. Our youngest congressional person is whatever. Like age to me is not the point. The point is the maturity level of the individual, how they conduct themselves, how they carry themselves, and are they willing to represent their American constituents properly, right? If they're just getting to office and then living the good life, going to yacht parties and riding across the country and flying across the world and not really pushing what they were voted in to do, then they need to get the heck out of the way because they're just slowing shit down. Anyways, moving on. Crypto biz. Riot increases Bitfirm's stake and takeover strategy. Right? The ongoing dispute between Bitcoin mining giants Riot Platforms and Bitfarms has taken a significant turn in recent days. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Anyways, August 13th, Riot Platform announced the acquisition of additional 1 million Bitfarms common shares through an open market purchase. The acquisition increased Riot's holding to 85.3 million shares, up from 84.3. So Riot's growing still, right? And as a result, Riot holds about 18.9% stake in the Canadian firm. That's cool. So Bitfarms is a Canadian firm. Is Red Panda the CEO of Bitfarms? Somebody let me know. Is there like a joint rabbit mining Red Panda Canadian brotherhood that runs Bitfarms? I'm joking. I'm bull crapping. By the way, stay tuned. Don't go just yet. Red Panda's coming up next. I redirect you. We only got about 20 minutes, guys. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Make sure to smash that like button. And I'm going to keep rocking and rolling. Chris Hanley says, I'm still saying A2K is the top October, November. Not political here. But if Trump wins, the economy will thrive. I think the economy will thrive either way, to be honest, my friend Chris Hanley. Because again, we're still feeling the effects of previous actions. And those actions had to be taken to prevent us from going into a secondary, Great Depression. Yes, he is Red Panda is the CEO of Genesis Mining. Awesome. So, moving on. Riot's basically growing. It acquired more positions of Bitfarms. Bitdeer clocks 50% gross profit jump amid Bitcoin mining ramp up. Again, because remember what I said earlier in the video, we have VCs, right, pumping into these markets, buying more into these crypto mining firm stocks and positions. So if these VCs, if these big companies are buying into crypto mining, would they do that if they thought crypto was going to go to zero? That's a serious question. Yes or no? Do you think they would be investing in? They could just buy the crypto. How many times do we hear people in our videos? Red Panda, you can attest to this. How many times do we see in our videos people telling us to just buy the crypto asset? Why are we mining? Just buy the crypto asset, hang on to it, and you make more profit. I understand that mindset. I understand how that can work out. In certain cryptocurrencies, it does work out. Mining it long term compared to just buying and holding, there's wins and losses on either side. But when it comes to Bitcoin, when it comes to Ethereum, which we can't mine anymore, but let's go back to Bitcoin and now Caspa, right? These mining organizations that are focusing on AI and Bitcoin mining or Caspa mining, why are other outside companies investing in them? Well, that's because they believe that the crypto is here to stay and that the product that these companies, these mining locations are farming are here to stay. They're going to be here for the long term. So let's invest in them. They'll continue to grow, right? They mine more. I could be a percentage holder in that company, and that company's stock should do better because they're publicly traded. So if the investors are investing in mining, are you concerned that Bitcoin is going to zero? I'm not. Because there's a reason, there's something that got their attention. That's why they're investing in these mining firms, right? Like I'm gonna do my own mining. I don't have money to invest in these mining firms, but I'm gonna do my own mining. And I know some of my colleagues are expanding and growing, despite the fact that mining profitability is shite right now, especially the GPU mining and FPGA mining. Only a handful of FPGAs and a handful of certain coins are relatively decent to mine. And a GPU mining is turned into a bunch of spec mining, or just mining whatever your convictions are and holding on for dear life to hopefully get profits later. So it's really all about the ASICs right now, right? The Caspa miners, the Bitcoin miners, maybe some of the other miners. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Way out down in the comments below, and just let me know. What am I wrong? Am I right? Am I neither? Am I just an idiot? Let me know. I want to hear from you. What do you think? Why are these companies investing, these venture capital and other capital fluid entities investing in mining firms rather than just buying the crypto asset itself? Let me know. Anyways, crypto miners allegedly made $100,000 from mining at an Airbnb for 3 weeks, and they racked up the electric bill to $1,500. So that's not bad. If I was the Airbnb owner, I'd be like, you know what, you made $100K, bro. My electric bill is $1,500. You know what, you're gonna give me a slice of that because you use my house and you use my electricity. You could have pulled too much energy and blew my circuits or blew my breaker or whatever. You're gonna give me a piece of that pie. I want 10K right now. Send it to me. That's what I would do if I was the Airbnb owner. Oh, you made $100K and my electric bill is $1,500, the biggest I've ever seen? Whatever. Like, well, $1,500 isn't a lot to me. Like at residential, my house, like $1,000 a month is my average electricity bill. I'm sorry. It sucks, but I'm mining for the long game. But yeah, that's pretty crazy that these crypto miners rented an Airbnb for 3 weeks and made almost $100,000, but of course, Ashley, the homeowner, was left with a $1,500 bill. She took to her TikTok to explain the weirdest Airbnb rule that she had to implement as a host. She said that guests left home perfectly clean in a 5-star review after their 3-week stay. The problem came later when she received the electric bill for the property. Ashley checked the security cameras for property and watched visitors haul out at least 10 computers when they departed. They were also setting up a charge station for the electric vehicle. Ashley filed on the Airbnb to make tenants pay the electric bill, which was a bit of a struggle. She provided documentation to the Airbnb. The guests admitted that they'd done what they did during the stay. In a follow-up comment on TikTok video, Ashley said that the miners told her that they made over 100K mining cryptocurrencies. So don't feel bad for them being forced to pay the $1,500 bill. I would have taken care of her. If I was the person renting that house out for 3 weeks and she hits me up like, yo, bro, my bill's $1,500. What the hell? I'm like, honey, don't worry about it. Ma'am, don't worry about it. Miss, don't worry about it. I got you. What's your Cash App? What's your Venmo? Do you have Zelle? I'm gonna take care of you because we were doing some computer-centric work, some compute workloads, and we actually made a decent amount. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of you. Here's 5K. Here's 5K. Out of 100K, 5K? Come on. That homeowner would be very happy. And guess what? If you make a bad rap from crypto miners by using the Airbnbs to mine, and then you don't take care of the homeowners or the host of the Airbnb, yeah, they're gonna implement rules to be like no mining, which is stupid. We don't need to do this. Let's not create rules because idiots are abusing stuff. Like don't do that. Just communicate and whatever. Like I mined with the Avalon Nano 3, but I ain't gonna rack up $1,000, $1,500 electric bill. Anyways, I think it's funny. It probably wasn't funny to Ashley at the time, but I hope that the people who made out like a bandit, she said 10 computers, so I'm guessing 10 ASICs. And how would they make $100,000 with 10 ASICs? I might want to go check out her TikTok. If I could see the video of what they were hauling out, maybe I might be able to learn more. You know what I mean? Because even with 10 ASICs, like badass ASICs, not 3-phase, I think you can make quite a bit. Show me the. Cannot fast forward. She's just talking. I don't care about her talking. Can you show me the camera footage? Okay, you're just making a Dunkin' iced coffee. Where's the camera footage, sweetheart? Ashley, you're killing me. Show me the camera footage. You suck. Anyways, moving on. Iran escalates crackdown on illegal crypto mining amid severe power crisis. Just like we saw in Kazakhstan, we have a power crisis in a country. So, of course, if this is not a registered or known to the government crypto mining facility, area, arena, they're going to get cracked down on. And remember what we saw last time where they were rolling over ASICs by the dozens, just wastefully destroying these miners instead of reselling them and keeping the money. We might see it again. So authorities have confiscated over 230,000 illegal mining devices, which obviously consume a lot of energy. The crackdown reflects growing concerns about the role of cryptocurrency in undermining Iran's infrastructure. If the country can't support the crypto mining, then I don't think it'd be a good spot. That's why a lot of people came to the U.S., but now everybody's bitching about the U.S., crypto miners using too much electricity and not helping with, reducing emissions and climate concerns and stuff like that. But there's a way to do both. There's a way to address climate concerns and energy consumption, wasteful energy consumption, because a lot of firms, a lot of farms, a lot of mining facilities use energy wisely, if not use more a good mix of ESG, a good ESG mix, right? A little bit of fossil fuels, a little bit of renewables, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and they have a good balance compared to other industries which are just blowing through electricity, even worse than the mining company or mining or industry. So you can bitch and moan all you want, but I don't think that's a valid argument anymore. Nigeria court freezes 38 million worth of crypto allegedly sent to support protesters in a protest in the country. It's never good when a protest gets really, really violent and destroys stuff. But it's especially not good when the country cracks down on its own people because they're voicing their disdain or concerns with the leadership. If you look back in time, there's been many times where countries have tried to rule their people with an iron fist, and the people try to rise up, and they get beat, they get hosed, they get arrested, they get confined for unreasonable amounts of time. And the rest of the world sees it, and then it comes to their aid, whether online or otherwise. But we'll see how things progress with this. But all I could say is, be aware of the geopolitical situation, the economic situation worldwide, and go out and vote. Whatever country you're in, if you can go vote without getting whooped or jailed, if you have the right to vote and you don't have to worry about your life being threatened because you are trying to improve your country, go out and vote. And for the people that live in countries that are being suppressed and confined and kind of treated like crap, I wish you nothing but the best. You're in my thoughts and prayers. Hashtag end bad governance. Protests at the request of the Economic Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. So yeah, 38 million in crypto support was sent to these protests. You know, obviously Binance. But anyways, more positive news. I don't have anything else to wrap up on. We're going to watch a video here as we get ready for Red Panda mining. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, go ahead and post it up. Channel update. Lightning hit the house. I'm trying to bring content to you. My birthday was previous weeks ago, but I finally went out last weekend. The wifey surprised me. I was kidnapped, not in a bad way, but forced to go out. I thought we were going to go swimming with dolphins, and then all of a sudden we were at an Airbnb a little bit further south than where I live. Beautiful palm trees, by the beach, by the water, and all my old junior high friends and high school friends showed up, and it was great. And it was great to just shut the mind down, because as I take PTO from my 9 to 5 to go to a mining conference like Mine Disrupt or a crypto conference like Bitcoin conference, I'm really there to work. As much as I would like to enjoy it, I'm there to network, communicate, record content, all that good stuff. And obviously the camera that we're filming this on was one of the cameras impacted by the lightning strike. This is a brand new one, actually. The old one's out there. And the insurance is fighting me on it. The insurance is fighting on me. So my Chia Flux node NAS, network attached storage, that I built in the old case that I showed you on the channel, they don't want to pay for. They're saying there's no evidence of power surge, which I took to Geek Squad to get the diagnostics as they requested, and I was like, why am I going to take it to Geek Squad? They don't know crap. But I did it because that's what the insurance wanted, or I need to find another electrical technician or computer repair specialist, because they didn't even do anything. They just unplugged the 24-pin, the 4-pin CPU, and they were like, yeah, the power supply is not producing any output. That's it? Really? Like, if I'm going to confirm power surge, I'm going to take the motherboard out. I'm going to put it, and they did test with another known working power supply and confirmed the system would not boot. The motherboard was shocked through the Ethernet cable. I can tell you what happened. Lightning hit back of house, and I said this in the video. It affected, because all that area was wet. AC unit, fountain 240 volt breakers on my property, AC unit, steel line connecting two trees. Lightning hit there because the steel line was severed by the lightning strike. The wet ground transferred power, popped the two fountain breakers, went to the AC unit, through the 24 volt line to my thermostat, popped the back of the thermostat. Then it only attacked my low voltage stuff. My coax. Modem, how does it connect? Oh yeah, coax. TV box, how does it connect? Oh yeah, coax. Ethernet. The switch out there, right? The TP-Link import switch, 1 gigabit switch, and the Asus node popped. And any devices connected to it popped. In here, sounded like somebody shot a gun in my bedroom with my wife right here. Modem, router, big pop. Camera, pop. So they're looking for like this beautiful big hole in the motherboard, and they're not going to see that. And if they really wanted to do a deep dive into hey, confirm power surge, because that's what the insurance wants to hear, confirm power surge. Yes, there was a power surge is what they want to see. They should have taken the motherboard out, and they should have taken off the I/O shield, the audio chipset shield, the chipset shield itself, the motherboard chipset, right? So audio chips, chipset, I/O shield, the NVMe or M.2 drive shield, and they should have brought it down to bare PCB and look around. But because it's so low voltage, it was enough to hurt the device, but not enough to blow a hole in one of the capacitors or MOSFETs or whatever. And I don't know, because they haven't taken the motherboard out. I'm gonna try to do that myself, but I'm not a certified technician to where I'm not Brandon Corn, where I have a store and I can just do my own repair. And obviously I can't do my own repair because that would be against what the insurance wants. So I'm still working on it. They're giving me a hard time, unfortunately. They don't want to pay out for the Jazz Miner and the NAS. And we have video of the NAS working. We have video of the Jazz Miner working. I even go through what I believe happened, but there's no physical trail. It's like, oh my God, my roof blew up, or the side of my wall is done, or like the tree's got this big spiral. There's nothing like that. It was just a quick blip, active God, split the wire, traveled through the wet ground, through my AC, tried to go to ground. My Comcast is grounded to the ground wire out there on the meter box, through all the low voltage stuff, coax, 24 volt, Nest thermostat, power connector, and Ethernet. And that's where I'm at. Papa Serpent's not doing good. So if you believe in God, the universe, whatever, thoughts and prayers. He's got multiple fractures in his spine. His bone density has gone to crap. My mom doesn't have 100%, so she's 75 and she can't move her arm above this. So my dad, who's a big muscular guy, obviously she can't hold him up, and so they need help. And I'm trying to do as much as I can. Wifey's car is here today because the crankshaft position sensor seems to be going bad. I got the replacement. I'm about to go out there after this to go fix it. So everybody's got crap to deal with. You guys got problems. I got problems. Play a violin somewhere else. I don't give a crap. I got crap to do. You got crap to do. Stay positive. Keep your head down. Keep grinding. And that's pretty much it, man. I'll keep pushing out content. Keep my dad in your thoughts and prayers. If you guys got family that are going through a rough time, whatever, reach out to the community. If you need to talk to somebody, Discord, Twitter, whatever, in the comments, I'll thoughts and prayers to you, your family. Just help one another out. Be positive. I love you guys. But Red Panda Mining should be coming on here in just a moment. Let's go see where they're at. Bitcoin sitting back down to around 59.4. Yeah, so we dropped from 59.7 to 59.4. And yeah, Red Panda is live. So let me let you guys get out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out. I was going to play this video, but we already talked about Chuck Schumer supporting the passage of crypto rules, pro-Harris. We'll see which politician gets in office. So just hang tight. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, you guys all take care. Be nice to one another. Keep it up, all right? I'll see you guys around. Pellish, let me go get to work on the wifey's car, and then I will check Discord, the message you sent me, all right? All right, guys. Do me a favor on the way out. Hit that like button, get subscribed, hit notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out additional links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here. And you all have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. I'll catch you next one.
You know quantum computers. You know blockchain. But do you know both together? Dynex was the first platform to create a neuromorphic supercomputing blockchain-based algorithm which solves real-world problems. And the best part? Anyone can post a job, whether a company from the Global 2000, a machine learning job, or fintech and pharmaceutical. And if you don't want to program it yourself, get an expert directly at the marketplace. Run the job and be impressed by the fast results.